Hey girls, welcome back to Hairstyles and Hallways, and I'm so excited that you're watching this video today because it's been a long time since I posted. It's summer and then school started and we were trying to sell our house and it was just really busy. But this is exciting for me because I'm starting a 3-video series on dating and relationships in middle school. And I started this because I asked some people some questions about what they would like videos on, and this is what the most popular answer was. And it just seems like there's a lot of you that just aren't sure about the whole dating thing. You know, you're just not sure if you're ready for that. You're not sure if you should be dating. If you are in a relationship, you're not sure if you want to still be. Just kind of that question, trying to figure that out. And so I thought I would just share with you some of my thoughts and ideas on it based on my experience and the experience of my kids. I have 2 in high school and 1 in 8th grade. So we've certainly talked about this topic at our home quite a bit. And before I start though, I want to tell you that this is my disclaimer, that your parents, whatever they say for you in this area in the home is way more important than what I'm going to say. They are the authority for you and your family, and those values may be different than what our family has decided with around the topic of dating, but regardless, I just would love for you to ask your parents what they think and maybe even watch this video together. So, okay, let's get started. So as I was thinking about what I wanted to say, first I'll give you a little bit of background on our family. We have decided when our kids were in middle school that we were going to kind of compromise on the dating thing. We weren't going to say absolutely no dating. We were just going to do it in a way that had some pretty clear boundaries and structure to it. So what it looked like basically is what I call hallway dating. Is our kids dated in middle school at school, and really that was the only context for their relationship. They didn't see each other outside of school unless it was like in a big group situation. They never went on like dates. They were never in each other's homes. We did that because, and this is one thing I just wanted to talk to you guys about today, kind of a big part of this talk, is just not being so serious with dating. You know, you guys have the rest of your life to be in a relationship with someone of the opposite sex. You know what? It can get really serious, and it just doesn't need to be at this age. There's so many other things like friends and fun things that you're doing in sports and school and just the things that your hobbies and things that you enjoy. You know, you just don't have to be serious with dating, and it really shouldn't. It shouldn't consume a lot of your time right now and a lot of your heart and a lot of your energy, because you have so much time in the future for that. So we just really wanted to convey that to our kids. That was the first thing, is just it can't be anything really serious. And the second thing that was really important to us was this idea that, you know, part of dating, and we're going to talk about this in the second video that I'm going to do, is about dating and sex. And so I'm going to keep it really PG, but I am going to hit some really important topics in that area, and it is something that needs to be discussed. And so I'm going to talk about kind of why you have boundaries in your dating relationship in the second video, but really we didn't want our kids to have to be in any compromising situations where they had to struggle with anything physical at all, you know, even just kissing. Like, we just didn't want that to be a part of what they needed to deal with in a relationship at this age. So that's where I'm coming from. We felt really good about that. For those of you who are watching this today, you probably are in one of 2 groups. The first group is I do want to be dating, or I am dating, and I have a boyfriend already, and I like that, and you're really content with that. And the second group of you may be like, you know what, I don't really have an interest in boys right now. I don't get boys. They kind of scare me, and yet I feel this pressure to be in a relationship because everyone around me seems to be. They're not, but it seems like that. Or you're in a relationship and you're like, you know, I don't really want to be in a dating relationship anymore. Here's what I would say is, in my experience, there are more cons to dating. And I mean, when I say dating, I'm talking about more than just the hallway dating. I'm talking about you are hanging out with this person after school, you're alone with this person. It's taking up a lot of your time and energy in life because you have this person that you're in a relationship with. And my feeling on it at this age, in middle school, is that there's more cons than pros. And so a lot of the cons would be that you have to deal with the physical issue that I was talking about before, and you're just not sure. That's a whole other topic you've never had to deal with in your life. There's a lot of drama around dating. You know, even when you break up with somebody, there's drama. It's awkward at school now with that person. There's drama with your friends because you're paying more attention to this boy than them. And let me tell you girls, your friends are gonna be here for many years. Boys are gonna come in and out. So you really wanna make your friends for sure the priority. You know, there's just so many things. They're a distraction to school, to your family, to the things that you're trying to pursue in life and your friends. And it's honestly, it just boils down to you don't need to deal with all of those issues at this age. I know it's fun and I know that it feels good when somebody likes you and pays attention to you and is attracted to you. I totally know that. And the reason it feels that way, and I get this, is that we are all created to be in companionship with another person. We're all created with this desire for belonging and desire for acceptance. And what I'd want to ask you, if you're not in a dating relationship or you are, to really think about this question. What needs am I trying to have met by being in a dating relationship? And those needs could be, you know, I just want someone to like me. I want to feel accepted. I want to feel loved. I want to be popular. I want to fit in with the crowd. And those, I get all of those, believe me, I totally do. But I want to encourage you to rise above that and to find things in your life that can meet those needs that aren't boys. For example, really investing in your friendships. Your friends can meet so many of those needs, and I know in middle school friendships can be tough, but I would encourage you to fight through that and continue to find people that you can trust, that care about you, that are invested in you, and that are kind to you. And really invest in those relationships with other girls right now. I would encourage you to get those needs met from your family. You know, I know even in middle school it's hard because sometimes you're trying to kind of push away from your family a little bit and have some more identity, but you're still at an age where you can really have a great relationship with your mom and your dad and your siblings, and they love you, even if you're feeling like, no they don't, we keep arguing all the time. They love you so much, I can't even tell you, and they would love to, you know, kind of fulfill those needs for you of just belonging in your family. And then the third way is through God. God is ultimately the only one in our life who will never ever let us down, and who pursues us, and who wants to give us that total acceptance and that need of that, and satisfy that need of just belonging to Him. You belong to Him, whether you know it or not. And that just means that He loves you and He cares about you and He wants to be involved in your life. And if you can kind of seek out those things in your life, and I would call them faith and family and friends, to meet those needs of belonging and acceptance and love in your life, then you'll really realize that you don't need to have a boy in your life right now in a serious way at all. And I would just encourage you to be a strong, confident young woman, because that is ultimately what's gonna help you get into a great relationship later in life. Not dealing with a lot of the stress of it right now, but just taking care of yourself and figuring out who you are apart from a boy. So for those of you who are in a dating relationship, I want you to hear my message that I would just say keep it really simple and keep it really light and not serious. And for those of you who are not in a dating relationship, I hope that I can encourage you that that's okay, that there's nothing wrong with not being a part of that right now. In fact, there's a lot of benefits to being single and to not even starting that whole scene in middle school. So that's all I'm going to say on this topic today. For Hairstyles and Hallways in November, we're all about scarves because it's winter, and so I'm posting a lot of different scarf looks on Instagram. And then we're talking about Thanksgiving and just be thankful every day.